welcome you all to the second segment of 40-second lecture. We've been discussing about particular exceptions in this lecture number 42, and here I would also like to talk about one other particular exception that you would find in an international investment agreement. In the earlier video, we discussed about performance requirement, how that amounts to a particular exception in an international investment agreement for the purpose of protecting the environment. In this video, I want to talk about the two anti-discriminatory provision that you find in international investment agreement. In the fourth week of the course itself, you've been well versed, you've been introduced to the concept of national treatment and MFN clause, most favored nation treatment. So, in national treatment clause, you will what is the point of these anti-discriminatory provisions that you find in international investment agreement, so that the foreign investors are not treated less favorably, right? So, in case of a national treatment standard, the foreign investor should not be treated less favorably than that of a domestic investor in like circumstances or like situation, and MFN clause states that the foreign investor should not be treated less favorably compared to an investor from some other country. I mean, we've already discussed MFN also in detail in the fourth week of the course, and sadly it is MFN clause is used for treaty shopping, right? So, keeping those discussions aside, what I want to stress for the 40-second lecture here is that these anti-discriminatory provisions you find in international investment agreements may contain an exception clause, and since it is provided within that article itself, the scope of that exception clause is limited to the anti-discriminatory provisions itself. Right. So, therefore, the exceptions provided under an MFN clause or an NT clause, or most often you would find these clauses to be together also. So, it only operates in terms of the anti-discriminatory clauses. So, therefore, this is also considered as one of the particular exception that you find here. The language of such an exception also differs from treaty to treaty. So, if we look at some of the variations in the language in international investment agreements, wherein an exception is provided for a measure that is taken for the protection of environment or public health in the context of a national treatment or MFN clause, we could see that what sort of a variations are there. Firstly, we may find that it's the exception to these standards, national treatment standards or MFN standards, are given on the ground of protecting the environment and public health. Sometimes you may find these provisions, the exceptions to anti-discriminatory provision for the measures taken for the purpose of protecting the environment may be found in annexures and protocols to the BIT as well, if not in the main text as well. So, the basic provision will say that the measures taken for the purpose of protecting the environment or public health would be considered as an exception from the general rule that is laid down in that article. Some treaties, if you see, may not provide a blanket exception to national treatment standard to the measures necessary for the protection of environment and public health, but they may provide an exhaustive list. One example for this is Article 4.4, that is paragraph 4 of Article 4 of Kuwait-Sweden BIT, which was signed in 1999, states that the following shall in particular be deemed treatment less favorable within the meaning of this article, restricting the purchase of intermediate as well as raw or auxiliary materials of energy or fuel or of means of production or operation of any kind, impeding the marketing of products inside or outside the country, or imposing additional performance requirements once the investment has been established, which may hinder their expansion or maintenance, as well as any other measure which may be considered as detrimental to the viability of the investment, or any other measures having similar effects, unless such measures are deemed vital for the protection of national security, public order or public health. So, basically you can see here is the exception is again limited to only certain measures and not a blanket measure that may violate the national treatment provision. Then you may also find a provision under different headings as well. I mean, a clause that acts as a provision, an exception to the MFN provision on national treatment may be found in other headings like treatment of investment or promotion and protection of investments in the BIT. For instance, if you look at Article 3 of Russia-Sweden BIT 1995, you will find a heading called treatment of investment, but inside that, if you look at the language of that provision, if you particularly look at paragraph 2, the paragraph 2 states that the treatment that is referred in paragraph 1 of this article shall not be less favorable than that which is accorded by the contracting party to investments and to any activity associated with investments by its own investors or by investors of any third state, whichever treatment is more favorable. So, if we look at the third paragraph, it states that each contracting party may have in its legislation limited exceptions to national treatment provided for in paragraph 2 of this article. Any new exception will not apply to investments made in its territory by investors of the other contracting party before the entry into force of such an exception, except when the exception is necessitated for the purpose of the maintenance of defense, national security, public order, protection of the environment, morality and public health. So, basically a less favorable treatment can also be justified if it is taken for the purpose of protection of the environment. If we look at Japan-Kenya BIT of 2016, here also you will find the health concerns are provided under Article 4, that is titled as most favored nation treatment, and in the second paragraph you will see it states as Article 4, the second paragraph Article 4 states that each contracting party shall in its area accord to investors of the other contracting party unto their investments treatment no less favorable than the treatment that it accords in like circumstances to investors of a non-contracting party unto their investments with respect to the admission. So, that is, I mean, it lays, second paragraph lays down that the MFN standard. I mean, basically second paragraph is laying down the rule, but if we look at the third paragraph states that the provision of paragraph 2 shall not apply to, then there are certain exceptions listed, but we are particularly interested only in the D exception. 3D of Article 4 states that any measure relating to investments in public law enforcement and correctional services and in public social services such as income security or insurance, social security or insurance, social welfare, primary and secondary education, public training, health and childcare. So, health is something that you are finding it here. So, therefore, we could say that there is an exception clause with regard to protecting public health. Like I have already mentioned, some of the public health measure may also be an environmental measure as well. So, that is why we are looking at public health or environment together. So, but we generally see in the context of national treatment or an MFN clause, if an exception is provided for the purpose of protection of environment, it has a much narrower application compared to the provision in terms of other places or compared to general exception clause itself. But in this case, as we had seen already in 6th, 7th and 8th weeks of the course, there are certain cases where an environmental measure is challenged, particularly on the ground of violating a national treatment standard. One instance is, one example for this particular point that I want to highlight is ST Myers versus Canada. So, the measure was otherwise inconsistent, it was inconsistent, I mean not inconsistent as a word, it was, it followed the provisions laid down in Basel Convention, Transboundary Convention. So, it is an environmental measure that was taken for PCB to reduce, mitigate the risk from PCB waste, right. So, that measure that Canada had taken was something that could be brought within the fold of environmental agreements and all of that. Yet, ST Myers could prove a successful claim of violation of national treatment provision. So, maybe even though if it has a narrower application, it may have its practical utility. What I mean, if you provide an exception clause to national treatment or MFN clause, it may have a narrower application, but it definitely has its practical utility in protecting the regulatory space of the host state. So, that I think that cannot be denied. So, this does have such an exception, a particular exception that is provided in the context of anti-discriminatory provisions may also have some practical utility. With that, I conclude the second segment of lecture 42. So, we will look at some other provisions. I mean, since the provisions are more and the time that we have to discuss them is very less, I will club some of the provisions in the next few segments of lecture 42. Thank you.